discussion about current events. They knew that blacks living in the capital of their own nation were confined to ghettos and could not always get a job for which they were qualified. They knew that their own lawyers had won great court victories, which did not become reality. They saw on television, heard on the radio, and read in the newspapers that this year, 1963, was the 100th birthday of our freedom. But that freedom had a dull ring. For during their time, buses had stopped rolling in Montgomery. Protesters were jailed and beaten, and freedom riders were mobbed and killed. And even in New York, there still were certain kinds of construction jobs for whites only.
The boy in Harlem arose to his feet. He lifted his eyes and shoulders toward heaven, stepped forward, and said boldly, "We cannot wait." For me, James Royster, I have been taught and have learned that we have to make a move.
That girl in Birmingham, those separated miles, lifted her shoulders and eyes toward heaven, took a firm forward step and said, "We cannot wait." For me, Zachary Wrightstill, I have been taught and have learned that we must move forward. As we stand this morning and face reality, we must ask ourselves, where do we go from here? First, we should have a new determination to strive and to work for first-class citizenship, for true integration to become a reality.
Second, the church must make the principles of the brotherhood a reality, and to keep our minds and visions centered on Jesus Christ.
Lastly, we are here today as African Americans who can make the dream of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. come true. How? Through the power of God. We can light the world throughout with love,
Understanding
and goodwill.
You and Brother James Royster. And let him speak to our hearts this morning. Amen. Respect of the hour. Brother James Royster.
Amen.
Praise the Lord.
Amen.
Pray with him this morning. Pray with him. Amen.
That's all right.
Morning.
Morning.
Giving all praise to God and His Son, the Royster. Will you please bow your heads for a word of prayer?
Bless you.
Dear Lord, I thank you for this day. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak your word over to your people. Thank you for all the many blessings you have bestowed upon us. Yes. Please let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Will you please turn your Bibles to 1 Samuel, chapter 17.
Amen.
1 Samuel, chapter 17, verse 20.
All right.
Let us read. And David rose early in the morning, and led the sheep to the keep, and took and went as Jesse had commanded him, and came to the trench as the hosts were going forward to fight, and shouted for battle. Now let's skip to verses 45 and 46. Let us read. Then said David to the Philistine, Thou comest to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord
Right.
of the hosts,
That's it.
the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. This day will the Lord deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee, and take thine
Yes,
head,
sir.
All right.
and I will give thee carcass of the host of the Philistines. This day
Yes, sir.
unto the fowls of the air, and the wild beasts of the earth,
Good.
that all the earth may know that there is a God in Israel.
Amen.
For my subject I would like to use, if you believe,
Hey.
you can achieve.
All right. All right.
We just read part of the story of David and Goliath.
Uh-huh.
How many of you know that story?
Mine.
David was a young shepherd
Yes,
at the age of 13.
that's right.
And Goliath, a giant,
All right.
9 feet, 7 inches tall.
Don't you see?
And David had to defeat this
Listen,
giant.
Terry.
All right.
Listen.
Listen.
You know, we too have giants in our lives.
Go ahead. Come on now. Yes, touch it.
A giant is any big problem in your life
Say that.
that you feel
Yes.
you cannot defeat.
All right. Listen now.
A giant can be money,
Yes.
school,
Big thing.
friends,
Big thing.
jobs, families,
Yes.
anything you feel you cannot defeat
Say
as
that.
a giant.
Beautiful.
David believed in God and himself. If you believe,
Hey.
you can achieve.
Man. Say that. Say
Now
that.
when David approached Goliath, Goliath laughed and said, "Who's in the door to do a man's
That's
task?
right. That's right.
Don't let the laughter man
All right.
prevent you from achieving."
Amen.
Speaking of laughter, let me share with you this program entitled Too Busy Laughing. On Monday morning, they laughed at me for going to my class. They said that education would never last. On Tuesday morning, they laughed at me for passing my big test.
All right.
They said that hustlers and callers, not scholars, are the best.
Go ahead.
On Wednesday morning, they laughed at me for making the honor roll while joking with and cheering on the man with the lowest score.
All right.
Go ahead.
On Thursday morning, they laughed at me for carrying my books in the hall. They said that cursing and talking loud would surely make me sick.
Listen.
On Friday morning,
Yes.
they laughed at me for making solid A's
Go ahead, brother.
while trying to show them with all their might that an education never pays.
Lord have mercy.
On Saturday morning,
Lord have mercy.
they laughed at me for doing my work at home while they went out and celebrated on the streets they run.
Lord, amen.
But soon school was out. The phones went up,
Yes,
the
sir.
road got rocky,
Yes,
and the
sir.
going got tough.
Yes, Lord.
I now work for the U.S. Senate, keeping my office intact,
Yes, sir.
while those same fellas
Yes, sir.
are cleaning my desk.
Yes, sir. Don't you see?
Some are still hustlers,
Yes,
and
Lord.
some are still colors,
Yay.
but they seem to have lost that old classroom fun.
Yes,
Some still lie,
yes,
and some still cheat, making a few dollars a week,
yes, sir.
trying to keep shoes on their feet. Well, I got to warn those fellas that their plans were not passing. And I guess it was all their fault, because they were too busy laughing.
Yeah, don't you see? Don't you see?
Goliath was too busy laughing, while David was busy praying.
Oh, don't
As
you
the
see?
story ends, David defeated Goliath.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So the next time you have a giant in your life,
Yes, sir.
remember the story of David and Goliath.
Yes, sir. Amen. Amen.
In closing, I'd like to share with you 6 points. Number 1, you must defeat your giant giants, you must be prepared to win in the valley also.
Say that. Say that.
Nagging, depressing things. Little problems. Number 3.
Listen now, listen.
Let no one slow you down.
Yeah. Say that.
David's brothers tried to stop him.
That's right.
Beat Goliath.
That's right.
They said it was too dangerous. Number 6. You must be willing to be your own man and do it your own way.
Say that.
King Saul wanted David to wear his armor
Yeah.
and use his sword and shield. Number 5. Once you have defeated your first,
Don't you see?
the rest will surely fall.
Yes.
After David defeated Goliath, he had many other giants to defeat.
All right.
Listen now.
Over the next 50 years,
Don't you see?
some even taller than Goliath. And finally, number 6. Where others see a shepherd boy, God will see a king.
Yeah.
Remember, it's not what you got on the outside,
That's it.
it's what's on the inside.
Oh,
If you believe, you can't achieve.
Amen.
God bless you. Serving God while helping others. Acts 12:11 through 17 reads, And when Peter was come to himself, he said, Now I know of a surety that the Lord has sent his angel and hath delivered me out of the hands of Herod and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews. And when he considered the things, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark,
Yeah.
where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a damsel came to hearken named Rhoda. And when she knew Peter's voice, she opened not the gate for gladness, but ran and told how Peter stood before the gate.
Yeah.
And they said unto her, Thou art mad. But she constantly affirmed that it was evil. So then they said, It is his angel. But Peter continued knocking. And when they had opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. But he, beckoning unto them with his hand to hold their peace, declared unto them how the Lord hath sent his angel and hath delivered him out of the hands of Herod. And he said, Go show these things unto James and the brothers. And he departed and went unto another place. Outside the church, there are a lot of people with problems.
That's right.
Believe it or not, they want to come in. They want to come in where it's safe.
That's right.
They want to be around Jesus. As a usher, it is your job to let them in. Open the door. Let it swing wide. Welcome them
That's right.
with open arms. It is hot outside. And they are looking for God's people to cool them with love. It is cold outside. In pain. And they are looking for God's people to warm them with the Bible. We may be satisfied with our own Christianity, but God wants us to help others.
That's right.
The Christians in the book of Acts were so busy having church
Yeah.
that they forgot to open the door to let Peter. They have been so busy praying for Peter to escape jail that Rhoda, the usher,
Yeah.
wouldn't even let him in. Eventually, they let Peter in. And they really had church.
is what God needs. God does not need binoculars to see across the land.
That's right.
Nor does he need anything made by man. God does not need a TV set to remind him of the news. Nor does he need for his feet a single pair of shoes. God does not need a jungle net to catch the meanest lion. Nor does he need a lawnmower to even out the rain. God does not need a spaceship to take him to the moon. Nor does he need a stopwatch to remind him when it's noon. God does not need an automobile to take him from place to place. Nor does he need an Olympian to help him win a race. God only needs not to be lonely. He wants credit where credit is due. God wants the best that we have. God wants time with